What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So one thing that I notice is that I don't have an exit plan for my 3 million JasmyCoin. I feel like I should have something to express where I plan to sell at, what I stand to make, and the different scenarios that could be. Now, never in history have I had multiple options of exit plans, but I'm not sure how it would feel in those moments. So I want to introduce both options for exit plans to you to let you know what I stand to do. Now, both of them will have the same price ranges. It's just whether I decide to sell a little bit more at those prices or sell less at those prices, right? So before we get into that, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you want to check out my link for Fortisx down below, today's video sponsor, feel free to check it out. The link will be down there in the description. So I've been working with Fortisx for about 6 months now, and right now they're one of my main partners. The difference between this partnership and anything else that I've promoted is I'm not just promoting Fortisx, I'm also utilizing it. I gain XRP every single day that I have my XRP in Fortisx. So from personal experience, I've been able to use it, withdraw without any issues, and gain the 19-20% APY that I can gain right now. It is a variable APY, but you can gain it at the moment. I also hear directly through my audience that they've been using Fortisx and they've been gaining with Fortisx, which is always a great thing to hear, that people are making extra money on top of what they already make or what they already have. During my time working with Fortisx, I've been able to see them grow, right? They're now expanding into Canada. And they have the US, they have UK, they have Canada, and they're continuing to grow from here. Transparency is another thing that Fortisx is actually working hard on, right? Seeing their verification through Cyberscope, taking steps to being more transparent, accountable, secure, and just expanding while they're doing that. So after using the platform for about 6 months, I can say that I'm happy with the results. I'm gaining with it. I can withdraw anytime that I want to. You have the transparency that's out there. You have the expansion. You have everything that you really want to see within a company. So why not? So if you want to check out Fortisx, check it out for yourself. The link will be in the description. You'll be able to look at all the information, get information from them, as well as see the different APYs that they are offering. So check it out in the description as well as in the comment section. And let's get back to the video. But JasmyCoin. JasmyCoin sits at a price, right? Let's go ahead and kind of dive into an update of it, and then we'll get into kind of what you're all here for, which is the breakdown, the exit plan. JasmyCoin sits at a 44, almost 45% of a penny level. This is a phenomenal buying price, right? I'm not saying that you have to own it. I'm not saying that this is the last chance or end all be all for JasmyCoin where it stands, but it is a really, really good price to own it. Considering the prices and market caps that we've been at previous to today, we saw a 6 cent price point. We saw basically a $3 billion market cap. Like, we saw so much in this, so much growth in just a short period of time. This was in 2025, right? It is 2026 now, and we can see an altcoin season happening, and we could see a lot more growth as the days go on. But we're at a $221 million market cap, about $14 million worth of volume, which is a 6.13% volume to market cap ratio. It has over 100,000 holders, 101 to be specific, 49 billion coins in circulation, and 50 billion in total supply. So ultimately, when I look at that, it shows me that it has a lot of opportunity, especially when you look at the previous, or just look at the previous year. It's down 73%. When I see 73% down, I don't see, oh, this fell, don't slide into this, don't find an opportunity. No, I see an opportunity. I didn't expect it to get below 1 cent again. I really didn't. So the fact that it's at 44% of a penny is the reason why I decided to continue to buy more, because I see potential. I see a lot of growth in Jasmy. Now, we can get into the details of that in a different video, but I do see a lot of growth in JasmyCoin. This is why I've talked about it in plenty of videos. This is why I've seen major success so far, short term with some leverage trades within it, as well as long term in seeing my 1 million JasmyCoin turn into $60,000, but then decrease back down to give me an opportunity to buy more. Did I know that that fall was coming? No, I didn't. If I did, yeah, I would have sold and then got back into it and believe in it more for sure. But no one knows that that fall, and it's going to fall that hard, it's going to go that far down. So when it does present the opportunity, I decide to buy more. So with that being said, I have 3 million JasmyCoin. 3.1 million JasmyCoin to be specific, but 3 million JasmyCoin sitting on, let's say, Coinbase. There's two options that I have. One is a more of aggressive option, and the other one is a less aggressive option. One that I'm going to be a little bit more conservative on, but then see more aggression towards the end as we get to higher prices, the ones that we truly believe in. Now, I don't know if I particularly want to use JasmyCoin for anything. Like, I'm not going to use it as a form of purchase as of right now. I'm not a business that would hold a lot of JasmyCoin, right? So I don't know if I would specifically use it for later on. It would be a forever currency depending on what's going to happen with it and how it's going to be used overall, how heavy it's going to be used as well. But it's not something that I'm like, oh, I want to hold this forever so I can utilize it. I want to hold it forever so I can see the rise in value of what that is. So let's start with the less aggressive option, right? It's not crazy less aggressive, but it is less aggressive. For my 3.1 million coins, if I start at a level of 10 cents, that is my initial point to sell. 10 cents, the highest price point that I got to before at this coin supply was sitting at a 6 cent price point. I know I put circulating supply at 10. That's just depending on what happens there, but the total is 49 or something. Let me go ahead and change that. 49.9. Let me change it again. Put a 0. So it's about 49 billion coins in circulation, which at 10 cents would be a 4.9 or $5 billion market cap. Not crazy. But I would take 300,000, which would be $30,000. That would recapture all of my initial investment plus double it and then leave the rest that's in there. That would leave 2.8 million that's in there. Now at 25, I would take another 100,000, 25,000. At 40, I would take another 100,000, 40,000. And then at 50 cents, it would be a million that I would take, which would be $500,000. At $75 or 75 cents, it would be 500,000, which would be 375,000. And then at $1, 500,000, which is obviously 500,000. That would leave a total of 600,000 left over. If I wanted to do anything with this, would be the amount of coins that I would have left over. I can still hold it for $1. Or I can hold it for $1.50. I can hold it for $2. We can see it go a lot further if it ends up being even bigger than what we thought, right? The $17 price. Well, we can make so much money out of it, millions of dollars potentially. But let's scratch all that and just say I sold that much. And let's say the max point that I sold is this point, which would be another 500,000, another 500,000 at $1.50. That would be 750,000. The total that I would make is $2.2 million. Expectation, which would only go to about $1, would be about 1.4 or $1.5 million. That's amazing, right? To go from 15,000 to $1.5 million would be absolutely phenomenal. But there's also a more aggressive route that we can take, something that doesn't earmark a lot for the future. So what I would do is in the beginning at 10 cents, I would take 1 million, which would be $100,000. That would take away $2 million or 2 million coins from my possession, meaning that I'm going heavy on recouping my investment plus a lot more. At a 25-cent price, it would be another 100,000, which would be 25,000. At a $40 price, it would be 100,000 at $40,000 or $40,000 worth of an unrealized gain or realized gain. Then at 50 cents, it would be another 1 million, which would be 500,000. That would leave 900,000 left over to take 300,000 here at 75 and then 300,000 at $1, leaving 300,000 for whatever the future will bring. I think while that does only give me $1.2 million, it does secure a lot more a lot sooner, because technically, if I was only to gain $1.1 million or $1.2 million, why don't I just hold until 55 and then decide to not take this and just take all of it here, which would be $1.2 million that's there. So the total that's there, if I decided to take 950 plus the amount that's here, that would be a total of $1.1 million instead of 1.1 or $1.2 million. So it's like you can be conservative, but then it doesn't leave the rest that's on the table, which is 300,000 that could potentially be worth a lot more. So why, right? What do you see in it after that? Well, I was talking to people during the live stream today, and it made sense to compare it to XRP, not necessarily in its use case in any way, just where the price is, and how far that price can go. Because having 1.7 million XRP at that level, and then having potentially 1.7 million XRP now would be life changing. But did anybody think XRP was going to be where it is here today, or where it got to at the $3 mark? There's people, yes, but there's not everybody, as many people now that already see it here. People believe it when they see it. So if that's the case, and we can get to a $2, $3, $5, $10, $17 mark somehow, some way, decrease of supply, lockup of coins, whatever the case may be, that 300,000 is now looking pretty good, right? And I still have 1.1 million in profits. So that's where I see that. That is my exit plan. Is it a sure thing? Is it all set? No, because I have two exit plans. Depending how I feel in that moment, is it looking like something that I want to be more aggressive early on or more aggressive later on? But this is the crazy thing. When you create an exit plan, it's totally up to you. Whatever you do, it's totally up to you. How much money you're going to make, totally up to you. If it gets to 10 cents and you want to sell all of it and get $300,000, by all means, get $300,000. I'm not going to be mad at you. Nobody's going to be mad at you. Nobody. Nobody. Hopefully not your future self, because if you made $300,000 and you look at it and it's now worth, $2, and you could have made, $2 million, $3 million. Yeah, you can be a little bit upset, but understand that you still made $300,000. You can't be mad at that. You can't. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, let me know what your exit plan is. Do you have more JasmyCoin than I do? Do you have more of an aggressive exit plan than I do? The more JasmyCoin you have, the more aggressive early on that you can be, and then you can have a lot earmarked for the later prices, the higher prices. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the link for Fortisx, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.